all doing incredibly well. I've been looking forward to today for many days. We're gonna have the perfect fall day because it is in the mid-50s right now and it's gonna get up to the low 60s. The sun is shining, the trees are bright red. It's a little bit windy, but we're gonna deal with it and I am so excited. So on the agenda for today is I'm gonna have a simple breakfast and stream church, have a nice little cozy fall walk. I'm gonna bake some zucchini bread, make some fall themed pasta, read a book, and then we're gonna end the day making some chili and watching over the garden wall. I'm so excited. I've been trying to take the weekends to establish a morning routine because I really need to get one down before winter comes, because working from home, it is very easy to get into the habit of just rolling out of bed at like 7:50 and brushing my teeth, getting dressed, and clocking into work at 8. So I'm trying really hard to not let that happen, and lately I think I've been doing very well. I'm trying to get up like 20 to 30 minutes earlier than I did the day before. But some things that I really want to establish into my morning routine is going on a walk, getting some stretching in, doing some journaling, having some quiet time with my Bible, and actually getting ready for the day. I'm a big fan of slow living and everything being calm and peaceful and just slow, you know, but I've noticed that I have a hard time having quiet time or reading or anything like that if I don't first get myself ready. So that's what I did this morning. Today was a hair wash day, so I did that right away. I actually put makeup on, which I like never do, and then I did my more slow activities instead of letting my mind wander on what else I need to do when I'm done. But as I've been establishing my morning routine, I am very excited to announce one of the key components, and that is taking a Magic Mind shot. I've been taking Magic Mind for a few weeks now, and I honestly never want to go without it ever again. Magic Mind is a mental performance shot with some incredible ingredients that help you stay focused, productive, motivated, and mentally clear while helping you reduce stress, which in this crazy world, I think we can all use a little bit of that. It's not a coffee replacement, so you can still enjoy your morning coffee or latte alongside it. Magic Mind reached out to me a while ago and offered to send me some shots to try before agreeing to a sponsorship, because I really wanted to make sure that I was going to be recommending a product to you guys that I actually felt comfortable with and that I personally really enjoyed. And honestly, you guys, I love it. Some of the ingredients take 3 to 4 days to really kick in and take full effect, so they recommend taking it for at least a week straight and then a week without to see how much of a difference that you notice. Personally, I noticed a huge difference for me. This really helped lift any brain fog that I had. This also really helped with my anxiety. If you've been here a while, you know that I've talked quite a bit about my social anxiety that I have. Anytime I typically leave my house, I tend to get pretty sick, especially if it's for any kind of appointment or meeting with people. I took this on the way to a dentist appointment, and I had already been taking it for I think 3 or 4 days at that point, and I did not have an anxiety attack on the way to my appointment, which is a really big deal. Of course, it'll be different for everybody. You might not notice as much of a difference as I did, or you might notice a bigger difference than I did. Either way, I think it is definitely worth trying. You can make this into a fun drink with different kinds of milks or creams, or you can just take it straight as a shot like I do, straight out of the fridge. Refrigeration isn't necessary, but I personally really enjoy it that way. I really enjoy the taste personally as well. It's also not super heavy in caffeine, so you can take this in the morning or you can take it in the afternoon as well and not have to worry about it keeping you up at night. I enjoy taking it right away in the morning on an empty stomach. I'm excited to talk about the ingredients because if you've been here a while, you know that I am super into herbalism and foraging and all of that kind of stuff, so the ingredients got me really excited. Some of them include mushrooms like lion's mane and cordyceps, vitamins B2, B3, B12, vitamin C, and D. And I also want to mention that it is 100% of your daily value vitamin C and D, which is a really big deal. As winter's coming up, we're all trying to ramp up on building our immune systems, and vitamin D is going to be vital for those of us here in Minnesota where we can often go a week without seeing the sunshine. So I'm really excited to see how much this helps me in the winter. It also has other plants and herbs like bacopa, turmeric, ashwagandha, matcha, and rhodiola, which by the way, a lot of herbalists refer to rhodiola as being nature's antidepressant because it can really help with depression, anxiety, and your overall mood. The mushrooms are organically grown in California, my homeland, and the matcha is quite literally the best that you can get. They source organic ceremonial grade matcha from Japan. If you're a research junkie like I am, you'll be very pleased to hear that there are over 200 scientific studies behind every ingredient available on Magic Mind's website. This product is also doctors validated and has been in production for over 10 years with over 100 different iterations. I think the fact that over 10 years of development went into this product product should really speak volumes because that is a lot of research. Some other things that I really appreciate about this product as well is that they utilize nano encapsulation technology, which makes the ingredients more bioabsorbable by the body compared to pills and powders. The process makes the ingredients more absorbable 5 to 10 times faster. magicmind is also 100% carbon neutral, and they also donate 5 cents per bottle to mental health charities that help the homeless community within the US. Their service is incredible, and they offer a 100% refund for 100 days, and they also ship to over 65 countries. If this sounds like something you'd be interested, please visit magicmind.com/harmony, and the code harmony20 will get you up to 48% off your first subscription for the next 10 days, which is an incredible deal. Please take advantage of it if it's something you're interested in. So I want to thank you so much to magicmind for sponsoring this video, and thank you so much to all of you, because if it wasn't for all of you guys, I would not get opportunities like this. So thank you so much. So that is a really exciting part of my morning routine that I have included, and like I said, I'm very excited to see over the next few months how this helps me along with implementing all the other smaller things that I had mentioned. For now, I am going to hop onto church, and then I'm going to journal for a little bit, read for a little bit, eat a little something, and then get on with this cozy fall day. And it's not just yards full of boring grass. There are beautiful maple trees and dying gardens, and it's just so beautiful. And we live in an area where a lot of people have their cabins. I know that there's always going to be good colors everywhere. So my brother and Steven are home, so we're gonna head out to the woods in just a little bit, but I wanted to show you the incredible book mail that I got the other day, minus my current read, by the way, which I'm really enjoying. It's by Emma St. Clair, and I talked about this in my fall TBR, but I believe it's a fake dating story. I forget about that part. I just remember that the main characters, Parker and Logan, knew each other as kids, and now that they're all grown up, the popular bad boy moves back into town, and Parker realizes that she still has feelings for him, and they're working together because he is a professional hockey player and she runs the team's social media. So now they're forced to spend all this time together, and then of course sparks start to fly between the two of them. I am enjoying it so far. I will say it's a little more cheesy than I'm used to in a romance. It's giving very like strong Gilmore Girls vibes, except it seems like the character is trying a little too hard to be quirky. It is fun. but there are a lot of lines that are just like so cheesy and like overdone in a cutesy kind of a way, I guess. I'm not loving the writing, but the story so far is really cute and fun, and I am 40 pages in, so I'm not super far, but I'm far enough to at least say that I don't think I'm gonna put it down. We'll see where it goes. I got a bundle of books sent to me, and I wanted to share them with you guys because I'm so excited about it. These were sent from Jenna, also known as Friend Owl on Instagram, and I believe she's also subscribed here on YouTube, so thank you so much for being here, and an even bigger thank you so much for sending me this incredibly generous bundle of gifts. Like, I'm just so overwhelmed with gratitude, and I am just, yeah, I could go on about it. I'm just so thankful. So I'm gonna hop into the synopsis of all of these, and then we're gonna head off on an adventure. So all of these have been on my wish list for a very long time, and I can't even explain to you how excited I am to finally get to read them. The first one is A Crown of Chains by Erin Phillips. This is just such a stunning book, oh my gosh, but it is a dark fantasy retelling of the Book of Esther. And the Book of Esther is one of my favorite biblical stories. It is just such an incredible story about courage, and I highly recommend reading it. It's a good one from the Old Testament. The synopsis is quite short, so I'm just going to read it to you in case you don't know what that story is about. When the queen is exiled, every beautiful young woman in Florencia is forced to become king's maids, royal concubines, but one lucky girl from those gathered will be chosen as queen. Or maybe not so lucky. Roxana Willows, a wingless fairy with the rare ability to read minds, has seen King Frederick's cruelty in the stories her uncle tells, and fears that the only thing worse than being a king's maid is being the king's wife. While her heart already belongs to another, she feels obligated to obey her uncle when he tells her to hide her heritage as a fairy in hopes of being chosen as queen. But becoming queen is the last thing Roxana wants, and it will cost her everything. I'm so excited. So obviously, big fan of stories that have strong biblical allegories, and clearly this being a retelling, it's gonna be right up that alley. But then sprinkle in fairies, like, that is just such a magical combination, and I'm so excited to read this book. And Erin Phillips is an incredibly kind, wonderful person. I do follow her on Instagram. She follows me as well, actually, and I just think that's so fun. But she's fabulous. I really enjoy her page, and I can't wait to read this story. Honestly, any kind of Christian fantasy book is probably gonna be right up my alley. The next book is Once I Knew by Victoria Lynn, and this is also a Christian fantasy series, but I believe this is non-magical. The synopsis is kind of lengthy, but I'll briefly explain what I can. So there is a young woman named Violet. She keeps to herself, she's very quiet, keeps her head down, does her duty, and just lives a peaceful life. But then a new king comes into power. The previous king was super kind and loving. This one is super tyrannical. High taxes are just killing people, and people are suffering. They're having a very hard time surviving. Then Violet is off in the woods, and she finds an unconscious kingsman. She takes him home and nourishes him and takes care of him. When he comes to, he can't remember his past. So she takes a huge risk by basically erasing his past life. So she doesn't tell him who he is and what his story is or anything, like what his profession was. And the ending says, if Violet's lowly kingsman regains his memory, will she be able to live with the consequences, and will the kingsman be able to live with his past life? So this is a 3-book series. The third one actually just came out a few weeks ago, I believe, maybe only a few days. And I actually have 2 t-shirts from this series, which is just crazy because I've never read the series, but I literally have like 2 stickers and 2 t-shirts because I wanted to support Victoria for coming out with her 3rd book, because I believe that she pays for like all of her publishing herself. Anyway, I'm really excited to get into this one. I'll probably save this maybe for fall next year. I'm not really sure. I'm a seasonal reader, so I'll have to look into when some of these take place. This 3rd book, I'm actually going to read the gift note that she sent me because it's going to explain it a little bit. Fingers crossed that this helps fill the void of yearning for a clean Outlander alt and stands on its own as a moving story. I pray you get to visit Scotland and Ireland someday, so meanwhile, enjoy this. Got me all emotional. So yes, in case you don't know, I absolutely love Outlander, but I also hate it just the same because it is extremely inappropriate. There are a lot of disgusting scenes, lots of vulgarity, just rated R hard. Like, it's so inappropriate. But point being, like, I love the storyline, I love the aesthetics, I love the characters, I love the outfits, I love the romance. It's amazing. It's just really gross. So I really want like a clean version of it. So she believes that this book will kind of be that for me, and I'm really excited. And that is The Rose and the Thistle. It is a historical romance set in 1700 Scotland, and I will try my best to briefly tell you about the synopsis, but it is kind of hard because I feel like historical stories always have a little much But it's in 1715, Lady Blythe Headley's father is declared an enemy of the British crown because of his Jacobite sympathies, forcing her to flee her home in northern England, which, if you don't know, the Jacobites were a rebellion group coming against the British crown in the 1700s. So she moves into this castle to be in hiding, and the house has 7 sons and numerous servants, and soon her presence becomes known. And I believe there's a romance that kind of blooms between her and one of the sons. And the very last bit of the synopsis says, in this whirlwind of intrigue, ambitions, and shifting alliances, Blythe yearns for someone she can trust, but the same forces that draw her to Everard, the man that is the love interest, together also threatens to tear them apart. So I'm really excited to get into this one because like I said, I love Scottish Highland romance vibes. Like, it's just my favorite. So I'm really excited to finally read a book that has it, that isn't gross. So I will definitely keep you in the loop on when I read these. This might be a spring read maybe, I don't know, but I'm just really looking forward to it. And it is pretty thickums. It's over 400 pages, so very excited. And then the last book is actually a non-fiction book. It is a cookbook called Nourishing Traditions by Sally Fallon, the cookbook that challenges politically correct nutrition and the diet dictocrats. It's an interesting word. But this just has a lot of holistic and nourishing, good, healthy recipes. So I'm really looking forward to this. Recalling the culinary customs of our ancestors and looking ahead to a future to robust, good health for young and old, Nourishing Traditions offers modern families a fascinating guide to wise food choices and proper preparation techniques. I think this has over like 700 recipes in it. It is pretty thickums as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this, and I feel like fall and winter is the perfect time. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly talk to you guys about this fun haul that I got. My brother and Stephen and I are going to head off into the woods for a cozy little moment in the trees, and then I will meet you guys there or possibly when we get back home. Nice to the birds.
Trying to enjoy nature. He's running it.
obviously been a few days. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on a cozy fall day. I'm really hoping to come out with more cozy fallish videos before the end of the year. We'll see. If not, there's definitely going to be more coziness had. That chili was the best chili we've ever had, and I cannot wait to make it again. Probably tonight because I can't stop thinking about it. It was so fantastic. Over the garden wall was so cozy and fun. The last few episodes aren't my favorite. Get a little weird, but overall it is such a cozy time and I really enjoyed it. My brother and my husband absolutely loved it, so it was such a great night. Don't forget to check out Magic Mind. I will have the link below in the description box and in a comment. I really hope you guys enjoy it if you decide to try. We're already getting the no sunshine weather coming right now, so I'm definitely looking forward to taking it this winter. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love you so dearly, and if you watched to the end, leave your favorite fall emojis, whatever comes to your mind. I have so many I can't really choose. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video.